Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first stream of 2026. Woo! Hello, Barney. Good to see you. So, in honor of it being the first day of the year and not just another Thursday, we are doing something slightly different. And by slightly different, I mean, I haven't seen you since last year. I know, right? So long. Which means, oh yeah, I haven't streamed since last year. Isn't that right? Everyone's favorite and most hated gag, yes. But I will capitalize on it because I am not afraid of the cringe, so long as it's not overdone. But anyway, we are doing a demo. I was not prepared for the music of Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. Urban, welcome. Now, you may be wondering why this game is silent, and that's because I had to shut the sound off for this, because in the background, which I'm going to be getting to in a second, which caused me to go on a nerd spiral this morning, is Danheim and Geladir's Ymir, which is a neo-folk electronic dance song about Norse mythology, when this is a game about Arthurian romance. And in case anyone has questions, we'll touch on that later. Just the main thing of why I'm making this face one of my biggest pet peeves is when they take... I know you have so many questions. Is when they take things that are from Celtic or other adjacent Northern European cultures and throw them in a blender with the Norse. Now, in certain places and time periods, that's not inaccurate. But when we're talking about Arthurian romance... But anyway, let's get on with it. Hopefully this does not come on long enough to have a copyright strike. 1 second. I gotta prepare myself for the timing on this. There we go.
The all-consuming Red Death.
Is that the Tree of Life?
600 years ago, King Arthur led the great escape from the homelands, where our kingdoms were ravaged by the plague. Leading people to Avalon, he started the Age of Conquest and took the island from the Four Dwellers. Using the mysterious powers of Menhirs, together with Merlin, they cleansed the land of the weirdness, a primordial force of chaos and possibility.
Oh, the weirdness. That's actually not a bad word to use for it if we're doing
long after
Celtic
the
and
death
English
of the
folklore.
king,
All right.
Camelot is in shambles as Avalon fractures into chaos. Old legends are gone, and the weirdness is creeping back into our lands. The bleeding heart of the plague has started beating once more. And the Red Death has returned. Rulers of the island asylum, an order of the Red Priests, are desperate to stop it. By any means necessary. Rotting in one of their cells is a stranger who might bring a spark of change to this cursed island stuck in everlasting autumn.
Alright, to answer your question, hi Azora. Because I can't afford the whole game right now, we are trying out the demo for Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon, because I've heard good things about the game itself, although from a medieval history and someone who really likes Arthurian romance, they seem to be throwing it in a blender with Scandinavian stuff, which doesn't make me the happiest person, but I am holding out before I go on the rant. But we'll get there. I want to get at least partway through it before I go on the rant, because what I'm going to rant about is going to make more sense. I will shout. Okay, yeah, no, give me a second. Thank you for the warning. I will turn that down by like 10 decibels. You know, because I don't want to fiddle with it. 10.5. We'll start with that and see if it works. But yeah. Because I played like 30 minutes of this the other day, which is one of the reasons why I thought to stream it. If it's not a historically based game, you can't blame it for mashing it together. No. It is, because it's Arthurian romance, which is very heavily intertwined with European history, especially Northwestern Europe. But... okay. Alright, so what do we got? We got male. We got female. Both steely-eyed and sort of like... Alright. Alright, let's go with the male. Normal body or ripped? Oh, those are the only two options? Well, I'm probably gonna play a mage character, so we'll just go with no six-pack. True, but this is a fantasy game. If it is, then it's all fair game, regardless of how much Arthurian legend intertwined with English history. Yes. But intertwined with Scandinavian, but we'll get into that. I want to give it a second to brew before I pull it off the burner. Alright, alright, so we'll start with that. Let's look through the faces. Maybe. He looks a bit more concerned. Less concerned and more puzzled. Maybe. Curious how they tie it all together. Yeah, we're getting there. Alright, some of these aren't bad. Alright, now we're going in Tim Burton territory. See, check your email. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Oh, for fuck's sake. Checking my email. Shit, I closed out my email just because I had prepared a thing on Google Earth as a presentation. Oh, yay, two-step verification. Alright. Why do I say random things in front of you? Alright, you know what this means? We're gonna be playing this after we finish our Dragon Age run, but we'll go through the demo at the very least. Man, I got two other friends streaming, so I can play favorites. I can't play favorites, okay. I see how it is. I see how it is. Ah, that's fine. Alright, we're gonna have a talk, Urban. Anyway. Let's get back into this. I lost track of where we were. Okay, we're on this one. Trust me, I want to just chill here. Disclaimer, British Stark. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's a bit more scrudged. Holy son of a jawline. Okay. That looks weird with white. Not bad. Eh. Oh, he looks like he's taken one too many hits to the face. Which I suppose is the point. Do we go with, like, Tim Burton-y, or, like... I don't know, because I want to try and go with, like, Mage. Talk noted, received and marked as complete. Asshole. Alright, we're not going blue eyes here. We're going a nice, smooth, historically accurate... brown. You know what? Fuck it. Red. When did my headphones discharge? I charged them last night. Alright, well, we'll figure it out. Or we can always go purple. I think let's go red. Alright, give me your bushiest eyebrows. Alright, those were the first ones. Alright. Alright, now he looks like an 80s rock band member. But no, since you did buy it, we are going to stream this after we finish Dragon Age, because that is our normal programming, and we're like halfway through the game anyway. Because I just wanted to do the demo today. Alright, oh, those are all more. Okay. Demos, character creation, right? Of course. Let's see. Stash. Bigger stash. Goatee with stash. Braided goatee with stash. Standard beard with stash. Standard beard with longer stash. Longer standard beard with longer stash. We need Muta. Or longest standard beard with long mustache. Yeah, all right, yeah. Let's go with this. I mean, Arthurian romance was originally Welsh. And if you're wondering, go look up the Mabinogion. I love the translation by Shona Davies. That's the one we read for class that one time. Oh, I need to match the... Okay, there we go. That's actually not bad. Okay, I can work with that. And this is where, when I was tinkering around with it for a half hour the other day, very few of these are particularly, like, British. Oh god. Okay, that's Proto-Germanic. Also Proto-Germanic. Yep. Nothing particularly Celtic. Even more Proto-Germanic. Oh, what's the name of that runestone? Give me a second. I mean, because while it is still fascinating, it's honestly not terribly thematic with Arthurian romance. Um, Trying to remember the damn name of it. Is it the Yarsberg Runestone? No. Used in... Give me a sec. Because I know this was used in inspiration in a very specific song by Heilung. It's in the album cover for Kriegsgalder, actually. Um, I'm trying to look for the damn thing. Here, just so you can see what I'm looking at. Hang on. Proto-Germanic pictographs. Oh, for prehistoric art. Trying to. Oh, here's like the stuff that I'm talking about. Bohosian Sweden. Yeah, this would be like Proto-Germanic rock art. And that's more what the art style looks at than anything you'd find in Britain. This is definitely more Scandinavia or like parts of Germany and Poland. Still fascinating, but not thematically appropriate. That's why I was starting to get like a little but yeah. Yeah. If you can kind of start to see why, as someone as obsessive with history and culture as I am. But that is minor note. Recommended experience, of course. Oh, shit.
Without me needing to repeatedly hit you in the face, eh?
Yep. Ah, and who is this politely menacing gentleman?
Look, we just have to get this over and done with. Unless you want a visit from someone upstairs. And, trust me, you don't. Just like before, no food until we're done here. And the moment you start getting on my nerves, we're going back to my tried and tested fists. So, tell me,
polite.
what were you doing in the forest when the Red Shields caught you?
Alright, let's see. So we have... Yeah, so these questions are going to affect our stats if you see in the left-hand side over here. This feels so Elder Scrolls, starting off in a jail cell. Yeah. That's one of the things I first thought when I booted this up, and then immediately thought I need to do this on stream. Okay, so we have on my way to enlist in the army. I was hunting. I was avoiding city guards. Seeking an ancient site of worship. We're immediately going to do that, because mage, always mage. Oops, I'm always a mage.
Yeah, you look like one of those half-starved druids who survived the Charred Conclave. We'd picked almost all of you up from the forest by now, so there aren't many of you crooks left out there. So, you're a tree hugger then?
I hope this is just in-lore pejorative talking, because, like, historically, druids, if they existed, and that's a tangent on its own, they were a political entity that, yes, they did do things with nature and astronomy, but that was a part of their education and why they were in charge. Yes, I study healing magic. Alchemy, cooking, blood transfusion. I wish it told me what that was. No, I'd rather burn the tree down. Light armor, athletics, magics, and we get Burning Ember, which I'm assuming is an attack spell. No, we didn't. I started doing, hi Shrek, I started doing this, demo the other day, and I was like, I need to finish the demo with everyone on it, because I am immediately nerding out on everything. Mainly because this is based on, a dark fantasy version of Arthurian legend, which I'm very familiar with. Funny, reading a fantasy romance and the characters come across a druid and one of the characters calls him a tree hugger too, lol. Yeah, that's the thing in modern fantasy. Druids are often seen as tree huggers, because one thing that Victorians would do, haha, back to the Victorians again, they would hire some random-ass poor guy, stick him in rags, and make them live in a shed on their estate, so they could point to all of their friends and say, look at my garden druid. That is a real thing Victorian aristocrats did. Thank you for the lurk. And now, in modern-day fantasy, like D&D and whatnot, druids are all tree huggers. Yeah, I mean, because in the 19th century, one of the biggest things is renewed interest in studying both language and cultural history. One of the main reasons we have things like linguistics and cultural studies and archaeology today, a lot of it was also co-opted as curiosities by the elites, which led to a lot of things like antiquarians, artifacts, black markets, and all of the bad things also associated with that. So it's a double-edged sword in many instances. I mean, because yes, now you have things like Celtic studies, classical studies, these things with interest in prehistoric Europe and Rome and Greece. But that also crosses place with aristocrats who know nothing about it but want to pretend they do. Elites love to spin history in their favor, eh? Always. Alright, so I'd rather burn the tree down or I study healing magic. This is pretty much a one or the other choice. But you know what? Let's just throw fire everywhere.
Big talk, as always. Yeah, I've never seen you people do anything but fireworks and illusions. Not much use during a real fight, as is evident from you being in here rather than out there. Okay, that was easier than I expected. Now,
scientists in general, yeah.
We'll have to stop.
Oh!
I've always found it puzzling that these people won't bathe. You, I understand. You're literally rotting in this damned cell. But them? There's just no excuse for the stench. There they are. Finally. I know. You've a million questions. But they'll have to wait. One of these keys will open your cell. When you get out, head left. I'll scout ahead.
But yes, thank you, Zora. I appreciate that. Yeah. The rich always mess everything up, unfortunately. Mead, broken arrow, broken club, linen pants, leather hood, bandages. Alright, yeah, we're just taking everything. I'm sorry, you were so polite about wanting to bash my skull in. Sorry to leave you here like this. Alright, so open equipment. Oh, we're a little bloodied. Alright, we'll take the leather hood. A dis, a D's, a doze, and a D's. Good old Skyrim robbery, yeah. Okay, right hand. Club. Magic. Alright. Guy looks rough. Yeah, I mean, we started in a jail cell. Ooh, what does it say about our crimes? Archaeist. Unknown. Male. King's Road. Red Death Stage 2? Dude looks like a warlock. I wonder if those ones are from being in the jail. Hopefully. Because they implied that they beat us senseless multiple times and starved us. Yeah, no, when they mentioned plague, I was wondering, because, like, the only plague real world that would match to the time that Arthurian legend specifically took place would be the Justinian plague, which is one of the first instances of the Black Death in Europe and the Middle East. Devil added that detail? Yeah. Or the devs. Okay, yeah. Devil's in the details is what I immediately thought of, but anyway. Yeah. Apparently Red Death is something specific to this world, specific to Avalon, which I'm gonna be interested to see how they tie that in, because Avalon, even though they said Arthur is dead right now, Avalon is the place that Arthur went to when he died, taken by, depending on the version you read, the Lady of the Lake, who was the student and or lover of Merlin. Brother Adamus will fix the hole in about a week. Please leave it be until then. Hello! Alright, Ethan looks a little worse for wear. Okay, I'm going over here. That guy was taking a snooze when Mr. Bowman came through. Tunnel is scheduled to be filled and secured. Stay clear and avoid tampering. Lock seems to be broken. Ninian. 28 male, Horns of the South Keeper, Red Stage Death 4. Inflammation in various organs, maintaining strict isolation protocols. Notify Captain Brendan, secure fails. At least the names are vaguely Celtic and English, which works. No, why are there runes? This brings me to my next point. Okay, brings me to my next point, which is what I got, because this is in the magic system too. So all of these are areas mentioned. This is not a comprehensive map, by the way. The areas mentioned within Arthurian legend. Here we have people who wrote about it. We have Geoffrey of Monmouth, who was writing in Oxford, Sir Thomas Mallory, writing from Newgate Prison, and then Chrétien de Troyes. Those are like the three main ones. No, they didn't, because then this outline right here is where Elder Futhark runes were. So younger Futhark or Viking runes, scare quotes, just to make it more understandable, were not at all contemporary to the period that Arthurian legends took place. But Elder Futhark would have, and would have been roughly contemporary. But this is where they were mainly distributed, plus a pocket or two in Poland and the Netherlands. But seems to be a bit of a divide based on where Arthurian legend takes place. Now I can see why this be triggering why very clearly in a clearly Arthurian inspired game. Yes. Yeah, it's one side of the North Sea, completely other side of the North Sea. Unless they're from another culture in the game. Based on context clues, I would venture to guess that they're trying to say it's this culture. And you do notice this too. There's like a Netflix special about the Britons. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but all of them are covered in Elder Futhark runes, which they would have been too early for. Also, not even the right geographic period or geographic area or cultural group. But those are all separate tangents, and one of the reasons why. Your character can clearly read, then. Yeah. First came the prophet, then came the word. The word is sacred. Okay, so Christianity is a thing here, which would kind of work, because in later Arthurian romance, Arthur is very in with the Pope. Like, I remember vaguely, I think it was Sir Gawain that went to Rome. I could be messing that up, though. But, yeah, so there's that. Also about this time, so, like, earliest, for Arthurian legend, like, the period it would be referring to would either be, like, 6th century on through, I want to say, 9th or 10th. At the latest, Christians reworked a bunch of myths, tales, and symbols to more align with their beliefs. More or less, yes. It's a more simplistic way of putting it, but not inaccurate. So at about this time, like, the Irish would have been mostly thoroughly converted to Christianity. The English would have started to, and by English I mean Anglo-Saxons. Normans didn't come until much later. And Scotland was probably one of the last places to be converted in the British Isles. How was the rest of your New Year's Eve, by the way? It was good. How was yours? Okay, yeah, so there are definitely some Christian influence here. Alright. Can work with that. Oh, hang on, my headset finally died. Okay. Change the name's constellation to meaning in the 17th century. You have to pull out again, but it's fascinating. Yeah, no. A lot of changes like that happen. Okay, hopefully this is gonna work. There we go. Yeah, because unfortunately, like, my old headphones, I could charge them while I was using them, but these are a little bit more of a pain. Had 18 hours done, went to bed. Oof. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, yeah. Hang on, I gotta turn the volume down on my end. Okay, what just happened? What did I just do? Alright, let's try it. Oh, Alt is dodge. Okay, that's good to know.
Do you see what a miracle I am? Healed. Healed. I am no longer sick.
What happened to you?
Filled with the weirdness. Oh, and a chamber. It was rather dreadful, I must admit. They left me here for Sometime, I can't quite remember, I felt everything within me turn inside out, then settle back into place once more. I thought I was dying, but now, all is well. The worst is behind me.
Weird, that spelling is ringing a bell. Yeah, that would be more along the lines of English folk tradition. Weird as in, like, weirding, like, knowledge and manipulation of magic.
You don't need to help me. The Red Priests already did. They cured me. Thanks to them, I feel just fine now.
Yeah, you're looking
I
very
hope
cured!
the same fate awaits you and you'll no longer suffer.
I'm gonna leave.
Have a nice day, kind sir.
You too. Looks at name tag, Lisa. Little Grove, stage 3, plague progression is stops. After prolonged exposure to concentrated weirdness, the patient's body has undergone severe alterations. These mutations, however, may have halted the progression of the disease. Hold for observation. After 4 weeks, proceed with this. Oh, they're gonna kill her. Helge. 73 male, burrow, red stage 1. Red Death have left a lasting mark on the patient's mind. He is plagued by numerous vision. Mood changes occur from emotional indifference to religious and ecstatic rapture, leading to foretelling doom. Observe. We're figuring that out, I think.
Drip, drip, drip. Do you hear it? Soon the king will return. I told the priests. They laughed, but they'll soon see for themselves.
So if Arthur isn't in Avalon, where the fuck is he?
Drip. The storm is gathering.
That they are.
At last, the age of resurrections shall end, and then the once and future king will return. I cannot wait to behold his radiance, drip after drip. With each drop, it gets closer and closer.
You are free to
None
go.
of us are free. We are all bound, all bound. And to go? No. I don't want to. I found my place to await the king. You can go if you want, but you won't get far. We are all bound, all bound. Drip after drip, closer and closer.
Yeah, no, Zara, your guess is as good as mine. What's... You feel unsecured. I don't like that this is popping up. Enemy stamina. Most enemies have a stamina bar displayed beneath their health bar. When their stamina is fully drained, they enter a staggered state, becoming vulnerable to your attacks until their stamina regenerates. Okay. Don't mind me. Is there anything in here? I don't think so.
Stay alert.
At least that guy has a Scottish accent. That kind of works.
the unclean. You'll suffer for your sins.
Oh,
You're no match for me.
You want to try that again? I mean, I might be half dead, but I mean... Ooh, a dagger. Oh, cat, what's wrong? What's wrong? Hi. What's wrong? Why are you trying to knock shit off my desk? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hi. What you doing? What you doing? What's the matter? What is your dysfunction? Hi. Ladies and gentlemen, my cat. It's funny they have a red flag in the background when you were the biggest green flag ever. That's actually from, thank you. That's actually from Ren Fair when I, first time I went, when I was a kid, and that was for the knight we were rooting for in the joust, as that was the corner we were in. If I remember correctly, he was king, or no, he was Sir Philippe of France. Of course, we ended up in the French corner. It's where half of my freaking ancestry comes from. What do you mean, arg the French? You're arg the Frenching me. I am arg the French. I accidentally took everything. Oh, okay. Hello? Oh. And there are runes on the magic too. Okay, that's lovely. Oh, and we're dead. I think he was pinned. Yes, cat? Such a big doofus. Alright, where the fuck? Okay, so I just killed this guy. What does this do? Oh, so we're at medium. So I think for mage we gotta get to light armor, no? Perchance? Oh, shit. Hi, cat. What's wrong? Get over here. Ugh. Hello. How are you? What is the problem? Well, say hello to the people. Nope. Okay. Shred that on the right way. Okay. Alright, so... Oh, and I can block that way. Alright, maybe.
Oh, cat, can you stop trying to tear my lamp off? You're gonna break the fucker. Alright, come on. You're going in the living room. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Nope, and you're under the bed. Shit.
Okay. Now you come out from under the bed. Okay, that's heavy attack. Ooh, that drains a lot of stamina. There we go. Oh. Okay, we're low on stamina. Okay, so, alright. Not the worst combat system, I'll give it that. Brother Ambrosius's body. Okay, that's actually a direct Easter egg. Ambrosius was another magician in certain versions of Arthurian myths that was also an advisor to Arthur with Merlin. Probably not the same guy, but, you know. Room of Weirdness remedies. Handle affected with great care, for the suffering may one day become your own. Record every detail, smallest note. Okay. Species Weird Boar. Remember, after handling infected animals, all equipment should be soaked in alchemical cleaning solutions. Infected weird boars that reach the late stage should be euthanized to prevent further spread. Violated entry is prohibited. Pickaxe, we could theoretically use it. Never mind. Oh.
I am prepared for this.
No, you're not.
Death is certain. My faith will not falter. You fueled my holy rage. You'll suffer for your sins. You will burn. Your sins will be punished. Purge the unclean.
Kept freaking missing. No, I think those are wearable bandages, not usable bandages, unfortunately. Serious, that's stage 5. Self-experimentation wants to know the patient's perspective. The aim is to gather knowledge about the stimuli our patients experience. Treat like common patient. Ooh. Right, who fucking sees me? Blood transfusion, what does that do? That applies bleed. Drains health from the target, healing you instead. Alright. Why not? Magic time. Mana potion, okay. The encyclical of the second pope, yet many are truly corrupt and indolent, though they claim to know the prophet, their deeds betray them, their minds are sullied, the prophet sees all. As punishment, their skin is marred by red marks. Festering and flaking, the Red Death not only claims their lives, but damns their souls. Yet hope remains for the impure. The prophet declares, renounce unworthiness, dishonesty, and indolence, embrace my word in your heart, and your soul will be purified as mine was. Prophet warns, trust in my disciples as you trust in me. To harm them is to harm me. You will be punished accordingly. Okay. Don't know what I'm gonna do with a ceramic picture, but sure. Sage.
Stay alert. Sacrifice to the prophet!
Okay, a little bit to get used to. Yo! How does the combat feel? I mean, it's a little clunky, but I think I'm starting to get used to it. Explore to gather materials, okay. Ninian. Okay.
You're not one of them. Please, Free me.
Well, according to them, I had the plague too. I mean, I get that, I'll get you out
That's
of these
not
chains.
the kind of freedom I'm asking for.
Oh.
There's no saving me now. Even if I could escape, I'd only be putting others at risk. You have to kill me. And when it's done, please, take my tags to the Horns of the South. Let Fergus know I didn't run.
Who's
He's
Fergus?
the quartermaster of the Horns of the South. It's a keep. If you make it out, you should be able to see its lighthouses from the beach.
Alright, well.
Thank you. May the All-Mother bless you.
Okay, I see they're kind of going with a more neo-pagan view on some of the religion. Alright. Alright, That. Alright, yeah, this ain't bad. Yeah, and we got everything over here. Okay, cool. To you, Brother Sefton, Venerable Brother Sefton, I would like to remind you of what I've mentioned numerous times before, namely that the alchemical station should be cleaned after each use, especially when you are so careless with caustic and toxic substances. I also recommend that you refresh your elementary knowledge about the ingredients of a healing concoction. Those are alcohol and sage, not poisonous plants and hearts. If this kind of negligence continues, I'll be forced to ask Father Vaughn to revoke your privilege to use the laboratory. May the word of the prophet be your grace, Brother Aaron. Brother Aaron sounds like a bit of a dick, not gonna lie. Oh jeez, they're holding each other over there. Autopsy report. I drilled a burr hole in the left temporal bone, revealing a skull filled with thick coagulated blood. After draining, using Morgraine's cut, I sawed through the cerebral falx, severed nerves in the brainstem, and then removed the brain. It's a normal shape, suggested internal swelling. Incisions were made in the venous sinuses, and the base of the skull was left intact. Finally, the brain was placed in alcohol and cedar oil for further study. Jesus. Oh. Notes on weirdness mutations. The mutational changes are not significant, though they span the internal organs. A heart enlarged to the size of 2 adult fists, increased pulmonary function, etc. Among the contents of the stomach are remains of undigested human flesh, probably belonging to the deceased, visible bite marks on his arms. Mutation area. Overall, an amalgam of human and porcine internal organs. 2-chambered stomach with significantly increased capacity, and a natural tissue fusing the hooves with the body. The heads joined together in a shape worse than any nightmare. Holy shit. Huh, bone meal now, it definitely feels like Skyrim. Alright, well I can't get through that way.
The prophet warns of danger. Your death is certain.
Alright, found a way to cheese this.
Danger. My wounds make me.
I guess they don't know how to crouch. That's fortunate for me.
Blood protects me. You will burn.
Cheese and hot goo. Just what every budding mage needs. Hot goo. The alchemy of Viscera was embrace Viscera. There is no greater power than the lifeblood. Flesh. I can't speak today. Freshly torn from a creature's chest cavity. The viscera contains strength unmatched by any plant, no matter how sacred. Trees neither feel nor fight. They lack the instincts that create true potency. The rage of cornered beasts, its will to survive. These produce the strongest ingredients for potions that can push humans beyond their limits. Those who work only with delicate herbs refuse to acknowledge this primal truth. Alchemy binds us. Alright, da-ba-dee-be-da. Alright. Cooking pot. can I make with cheese and an apple? Fuck. Ian. Oh boy. Male, Roscree, stage 2. Severed anterior part of the frontal lobe didn't affect the progression of the Red Death symptoms. Prone to self-harm. Alright, can't pick. Daigo. From Whitefield, stage 5. Severe disability due to nerve damage and muscular atrophy. Invented emergency procedure. Follow enhanced protective measures to ensure the safety of all brothers involved. That guy's alive. And there's a tunnel that goes somewhere.
And who the hell are you? Another one of those red dogs? Say a prayer to your goddess and get ready to die, scum!
Wait, I'm not a red priest, I'm a prisoner just like you.
Why are you dressed in their bloody rags? Well, I see you bear the marks of torture too. Maybe the priests messed with your mind, because one more moment and you'd be dead.
We don't know who'd be the one lying here. What were they doing to you? You recognize torture because you've been tortured, or...
Was I the one doing the torturing? Both, pup. I won't lie. Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes the nail.
Interesting.
But if you want to get out of here, you'll need to become the damn hammer.
Did you see the hooded man with the bow? He helped me to escape.
I don't know. Barely saw anything, because I was either knocked out or had blood in my eyes. You're lucky to have someone risking their own arse to help you out.
What's your name?
Conher, from the Dalrieta, pup, if you hadn't already guessed that much.
Okay, so Dalrieta, that's a, nation that used to exist in parts of Ulster and, the Western Isles of Scotland. It's the part of the precursor, along with the Picts, of modern Alapa, or Scotland. So, interesting. Can you tell me about the tribes?
Now's a good time for a chat. You think the red pricks will just wait around while we gab? If you make it to the Forlorn Swords, you'll meet the tribes. Right now, you'd better focus on getting your arse out of here. No time for a chinwag, just get the hell out of here.
Yagan, Fernwood, stage 3, well-defined skin lesions with raised borders, loss of sensation, of droplet transmission. Okay. Well, I don't have a lockpick anyway, so... Whomst? Species Bugain. Caution, infected Bugains may spread illness through airborne droplets as they exhale, particularly when their breathing becomes labored. Staff must wear enchanted full-body protective suits. Gloves must be reinforced with anti-piercing materials, given the Bugain's powerful bite. Alright, well, let's get back over here then. I have a hunch we're gonna fight something like that. There's a good chance. Not gonna lie. Alright, so we need to get back up over that way, probably. Which way had we come from? Prison is gigantic, yeah. Well, thank you, Owen, for getting this, because we're definitely going to be exploring this in, further on in the year. Brother Cassian.
I've already told you everything, I swear. Wait, you're not... You're a prisoner. Go. Escape while you still can.
Dude, there's the thing, like, right there. You can escape, the way is clear.
No, I will make it. Besides, they threw me into a cell that once held a patient in the final stages of the disease. I'm probably sick already. Go. Don't worry about me. I'm not worth it.
Okay, alright. He kinda... well, I wouldn't know. I'll trust you on that one. Spirit? Alright, I can't get over there. So let's kind of work our way around over here. Or actually, I wonder, can we even get in?
Who's there? Forgive me, but my eyes fail me these days. You shouldn't be here. I'm very, very sick.
You mean objectively? Who are you?
I am Brother Sirius. Your question suggests that you are not one of the Red Priests. Did you escape yourself? You really should have stayed there. We can't let the plague spread any further. Although, I understand.
You understand
All
what?
of it. The patience. The madness around. Somewhere along the way, we lost ourselves. The mission to find a cure became a burden. I can't tell who you are, but I'm so sorry for all that we've done. It's a shame, but when you're fighting a losing battle, sometimes there's just no other way.
Do you need any help?
There is no help left for me. I will not ask you for the mercy of death. I believe I should suffer like all the rest of you. It's a trial for all of us. We should face it as equals.
Well, at least this guy turned around at the end. I'll give that to him.
May the Prophet's word be a safe haven for you.
Oh, these are just tiny glass bottles. Alright. Oh, what the fuck is that? Freaky. Alright, so I'm guessing continue on this way. Seems broken, okay. Mushroom. Oh, and then this leads us back. Oh, we probably could have circumnavigated a whole bunch of it, but fuck it. Gotta go loot goblining. Oh, it's that guy.
You took your sweet time, eh?
Oh, Caradoc, that's a very Welsh
I
name.
understand. I did too, when I was leaving this place for the first time. You have to admit that the Red Priests are quite resourceful. At least when it comes to death and dying.
Who are you?
Great question, truly. But in case you hadn't noticed, we're still within the walls of the island asylum. When we're out, then we can talk. I'm told this path leads to the beach. I'll wait for you there until dusk. Good luck. I'm told this path leads to the beach. I'll wait for you there until dusk. Good luck.
Okay. Very short bow. Oh, we can rest. They're not attacking. Alright. Well. Going this way.
Stay back. I may not be in top shape, but I can tear you to pieces if I have to.
That's right, not one
So,
priest.
you escaped too? Huh. They're having quite a day. Good. I hope it gets even worse. This whole place is mad. From a safe distance this time.
Right, have fun. I ain't gonna go game myself and maybe have a nap. Definitely gonna be checking out this game. Alright, cool. Yeah. No, we're gonna be probably doing this a bit later once we finish Dragon Age Origins in the next week's coming up here. Yeah, because you know me, I'm a good sucker for Arthurian romance, so. Alright. Yeah, no, you have fun and enjoy your nap when you get there, and I will see you later. Alright. Devour them
They
when he
play
said
with
that.
powers they don't understand. Trying to wrangle the weirdness into obedience is a fool's dream. The weirdness might listen, but blind obedience is not in its nature.
How did you get caught in
Same
the first
as you,
place?
I guess. Wrong time, wrong place. I was wandering through Kunakt and got caught in an outbreak. I was kept with the rest at first, but when they figured out I was a Pict, well, then I deserved special treatment. One of the priests took me to a place so thick with weirdness, it scared me. I needed to get away, otherwise, I don't know what would have happened. I just know whatever it wasn't for me.
Why do you have horns in
Why
your head?
indeed? Perhaps it's a test of patience. My hair tangles mercilessly around them. I even need to wear head wraps to hide them. I hate wearing head wraps.
Here, this should speed up your healing. Oh, so we're gonna give her a potion? Oh, okay.
It should, although I admit that the past few weeks have made me hate the taste. Still, thank you. There isn't much kindness going around this place. It wouldn't be very gracious of me not to repay it, would it? Take this. It might prove useful for you.
And we're gonna leave. Ooh, mana ring. Fuck yes. Mushroom. Great, now I want mushrooms. Oh, we kind of got like an Elden Ring elevator system here. Gotcha. Alright. Oh, we're here. Okay. New. We'll give this a shot. No, I don't like this hallway. Ooh, you're a little tough. Whoa. Shit. That's cool. Brother Terrell's diary. Brother Jera fell into the abyss. May Kay watch over his soul. His sacrifice taught us that laying planks won't work. They simply won't hold. Interesting. There is a force blocking the passage. The bridge's outline is visible, yet Jera's thrown rocks emit only air. There must be a mechanism or spell we're missing. Can't give up now. The secret's on the other side. Call to me. I'll be the first one to cross that bridge, even if it kills me. Well... your wish is my command? Interesting. Notes of Father Volod. Third of Rowan Moon. 442. Four dweller diorama unsettles me. Why does it look so dead? Previous depictions showed living beings. And this skull, it's similar to ours. It's eerie. It resembles a menhir, yet menhirs were supposedly raised by Merlin, but how could ancient four dwellers foresee what Merlin would create? 7th of Hawthorn Moon, 442. The last proof Merlin didn't create the menhirs. We found one buried in a labyrinth. Brother Hooger is studying it now. Brother Hooer. We're the first to explore the Isle of the Dead's depths. Merlin couldn't have invented the menhirs. This truth will shake Avalon's faith in the old charlatan. Where do the prophet Kai shall finally prevail? Interesting. So we're on the Isle of the Dead. Oh. Oh. That didn't do anything. Alright then. Well, I don't know. Perhaps we'll get a spell. Weird plasm. Interesting. Brother Hooer's diary. The question remains, is there any significance to this menhir's having 3 arms, not 4? How could we examine it without touching it? Poor Brother Abba touched it, and his bare hands had vanished, as though he never existed. Shocked, the Pope forbade anyone from touching it again. Still, I hear it whispering my name. I know I should report it, but I don't want to. Someday, I'll answer its call and claim it was Kai, even if it wasn't. I need to know. Interesting. Oh. Holy sh... Yeah, okay, this is pretty cool, actually. I mean, the style of architecture is a little late, but...
He's not here.
Okay. Huh, that's a little disconcerting. Fuck. Alright. Gonna have to translate that after. Alright, that ain't gonna work. Okay.
Peace. Fear. Not.
Whoa. Oh, wow. Okay.
I've been waiting a long time for someone to find me.
Oh, more
Are
runes
you
again.
here to help me leave this place?
Who are you?
I wish I could answer. I cannot remember. I know I am not complete. I remember I once knew who I was at some point, but I do not anymore. I just am.
What is this
I
place?
do not know. I think it is some kind of prison, deep in the weirdness.
And why are you here?
And you? Why are you here?
That is not an answer. I was transported here by a morbid statue.
Are men here? That would explain the weirdness surrounding us. But walk with me. Let's find out together, now that I'm free.
Okay, that is not a menhir. I'll show you guys in a minute. But alright, nerd out time. Okay, so a menhir, these are all over Europe and in certain parts of Asia, especially in Northwest Europe. So these, it's all upright stone. Literally, menhir, literally translated, means upright stone. Otherwise called an orthostat or a megalith. So yeah, so these like upright standing stones, these are part of the Neolithic landscape. Think if you were to think of like the Carnac stones of Brittany, if you were to think of Stonehenge or the Callanish stones in Scotland, kind of like a similar like period and going on. And later on, all through the Bronze Age, through the Iron Age, and up through the medieval period, standing stones like these were very integral to community and cultural identity. And these standing stones were basically a way to say my ancestors were here. Whether that's true or not, it's mainly just saying this is a part of who I am and a part of the landscape in which I inhabit. And a lot of things, like especially like other Neolithic monuments, Bronze Age burial mounds, Iron Age features, like hill fort. Like for example, in Ireland, a lot of Iron Age hill forts become fairy forts, which you really shouldn't enter, both in a cultural and conservation standpoint. But anyway, just a quick little thing, just to show where the influence for that word comes from. Anything else I can gather? Or that it?
I remember arriving on the shores of Avalon. That was the beginning of everything. But there were doubts and questions. How does it feel to leave your homeland behind? To keep moving forward, even though every step takes you into the unknown?
Wait, is this Arthur?
The Four Dwellers quickly made it clear to us. If we wanted to call this place home, we'd have to fight for it, down to the last drop of blood.
Alright then. Yeah. Oops. Oh wow. Oh, this is cool. Whoa. Interesting.
In the end, we won the war. Merlin stole the sacred flame of the Four Dwellers and ignited the Menhirs, driving away the mist and clearing the nights of weirdness. It was the first time we uncovered the secrets hidden within the Menhirs.
So this has gotta be Arthur.
Still, the land of Avalon honored our toil. It soaked up our sweat, our suffering, and our blood. In time, it rewarded us. Here in Avalon, we were given the chance to create great things. Camelot, the eternal castle, the capital of all humankind, was meant to be a symbol of that. We left the homelands to survive. The plague had consumed everything we once knew. We thought we'd escaped it, but the Red Death returned like a specter to haunt us. Once again, it began to devour our home.
Alright, so, like, Britain is gone, I'm guessing. Whoa. Woo! Ages ago, King Arthur and his subject fled to Avalon to escape the Red Death. Didn't get to read the rest of that. Alright. Oh, shit. Copyrighted music. Still copyrighted. I think I fixed it. Still wondering why they're using Danheim, but and if you want to look it up on your own, it's the song Ymir by Danheim and Galadir. Okay, and now I can turn that back on.
I am his hunger, the craving for what was beyond reach. I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command.
It's still in the background. I'm hoping it's just not loud enough.
I am his oath, the weight of duty that shields the faithful.
Damn it, game, this isn't very stream friendly.
I am his hunger, the craving for what was beyond reach. I am the price paid for touching the unreal.
Yes. I can see through the mist, but it's still all so unclear. I've dreamt of countless deaths for such a long time. Yes, it's time to wake. I am Arthur Pendragon. I led humans to Avalon shores. I built the great halls of Camelot. Thank you for bringing me here. I believe I owe you, young one.
It is an honor, my king, versus I didn't really have a choice. It is an honor, my king.
I appreciate it, but let us leave decorum and honors for times of leisure. For now, we need to make way for Avalon. I have to see my kingdom again. I trust you'll accompany me, or would you rather stay in this wretched place?
No. Let's go. What even is this place?
I am not sure. Yet I learned to be grateful of fortunate outcomes, even if they come unexpected. It seems to be a place located between life and death. Or maybe a place that can defy death. But why was it created? By whom and when? These I'm unable to answer.
Why were you imprisoned
Trust
here?
me, I wish I knew. I remember death, then darkness, a terrible loneliness, ages upon ages of solitude, and these are all the details I have. Perhaps, in time, I'll remember more. But that's enough questions for now. Let us walk together and see the kingdom forged so long ago. After years of struggle, my people in Avalon finally live in peace and prosperity. I must see the legacy of the Age of Conquest with my own eyes. My Camelot in all its glory. What is happening? No!
Bye, Arthur.
I see now. I am not whole. You have only freed a part of me. I'm not strong
Also, hi, Mo.
enough. For now, I will have to journey by your side until my strength returns. I'll see the world through your eyes. In return, I'll lend you what strength I have.
I don't want you inside my mind. No, it is an honor.
You are a surprising acquaintance, and it will be a pleasure to travel with someone of your disposition. And since it seems that fate has bound us together, let us make the best of it. Seeing my legacy through the eyes of another, a true picture of Avalon, not one crafted specifically for the king, may prove to be an interesting experience.
Let's make way for Avalon, then.
Oh, what an adventure this will be.
Weirdness power received. Okay, alright. It's enough of the copyrighted music here. So you have a better time with this than I did. I bounced off the combat system hard. It took me a bit. It took me a few tries, but I managed to figure it out. And I don't know how much of this you were through, but I also I'm not exactly plussed about their inclusion of random ass Scandinavian influences in what's supposed to be an Arthurian romance game. I explained a bit more about why I hold those feelings earlier. You'll probably be able to see on the VOD later. For now, let us get out of the copyrighted music zone. Alright, here we are. Oh, I think this was the guy got stuck. The Red Priest. Soul fragments. You have now unlocked your first soul fragment. From now on, you can safely enter the weirdness and interact with various machinery left behind by Fort Dwellers. Additionally, the power of King Arthur has healed you from the Red Death. Nice. It's an okay combat system too. I'm not... It's okay. And I was originally just going to do the demo of this today, but apparently someone who shall remain unnamed bought me the game. So we'll return to to Dragon Age after it. After the demo. And we'll return to this after Dragon Age. Holy shit, what the fuck? I really hope those are just set pieces. Hey. It's a wisp. Oh my god, finally not runes. Wow, took forever. We create the Titans, for we need their work. Guard the place of the working Titans, for without them we would not have the power within our walls. Away from Tuan, only the power of what is underground allows us to reach where the weirdness does not. Even when we leave, the Titans will not stop working. It is how they were created. With their power, one day, we will manage to learn what lies beyond the sea. Okay, so we didn't get the prompt on the other side. Let's try now. We must abandon the vision, because what is beyond the sea came to us, and we do not want it. We must leave to defend ourselves. They are coming. The Titans will stay. Oh, so they're talking about humans. Those of us who came with King Arthur. Okay. Yee! Oh no. Oh, son of a bitch. Grant you a measure of King Arthur's power. Activate a soul fragment with middle mouse button to experience temporary effects such as increased damage or slowed time. Rest at a bonfire and select the appropriate option to recharge the king's power. Let's go around, get the mushrooms. Ah, no loot? Alright, well. Huh. Oh, those are skulls. Okay. Onion. Wolfsbane. Sure, it's fine just touching that with my bare fucking hands. Oh, I did not mean to take that. Sorry, dude. Wine. And I will say this is a pretty generous demo. Oh, we're back over here. Alright. Right on, dude. At least some of these are like stuff that was actually used in medieval alchemy and herbalism. We'll give them that. Like burdock root. Boing. Oh, there's Caraduck. Oh, we have encumbrance. All right. Interesting to know. We're going with it. Oh, that looks funny. But we're going with it. Oh my god.
There you are. It took you a while. I was getting worried you wouldn't make it. I even realized that I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. I'm Caradoc, your savior. What kept you so long?
Ran into some trouble along the way. If that was a test, I better have passed. You sent me even though you knew it was there, didn't you? Yeah, because if he was there, then he would have been infected with the Red Death too. And he only rescued me.
I had my suspicions. What I didn't expect was you walking back free of the sickness. So go on. What did you find in there?
Alright. Found King
You
Arthur.
found him. I'm truly sorry it turned out to be you.
What are you talking about?
Well, it seems that the Red Priests managed to succeed in at least one of their experiments. You were able to go deep into the weirdness, survive, and even bring a piece of our king's soul back with you. I don't have to explain that this isn't something that happens every day.
What do you mean?
My job is to make sure it won't ever happen again. And this means you have to die.
Oh, fuck's
I'm
sake.
truly sorry.
Is this a scripted loss?
I'm sorry, but that had to be done. It shouldn't leave any lasting damage.
The hell?
I had to do it. I had to get rid of the parasite that infested you a moment ago. You've seen, no, you've felt what he's capable of. This power can't be unleashed on Avalon. Not again.
Start making sense, please.
You've found yourself in the middle of a mess that's been brewing for 600 years. Every single time things go down the shitter on this island, a bunch of cowards in Camelot bring our once and future king back from the dead. It's happened before. It will happen again. And soon. My journey, my mission, is to stop this from happening.
So you just killed King Arthur.
No, but thanks to you, I finally destroyed a piece of him I couldn't have reached otherwise. And from where I stand, that's progress.
So what do I have to do with all
What
this?
the Red Priests did to you must have been horrible. And yet, you've gained a unique ability to contain Arthur's powers within you. And what can be contained can be killed. That is why your assistance might be of help on my journey. My goal is to destroy King Arthur. To get rid of him, once and for all. There are pieces of his soul scattered across Avalon. I could use help in finding, collecting, and destroying them.
So why is killing Arthur so important?
He's the reason the world as we know it is coming to an end. Every time they resurrect him, the weirdness grows stronger. Soon it will cover all of Avalon, and nobody will survive that. I've been cleaning this mess for a long time now, and I truly wish for this nightmare to end.
Wait a second. Holy shit. I knew I recognized that name. This is one of Arthur's knights. Caradoc is literally one of the Knights of the Round Table. So this guy's been alive this whole time. The fuck? Okay. So what's your plan
The
then?
plan is to steal Excalibur, or at least what's hiding within that damned blade. A piece of our king is bound to it, and so it needs to be destroyed.
You mean the sword that defeats most other swords and that Merlin reforged? How the fuck are we supposed to do that?
The sword is kept in the Horns of the South. It's a fortress, but if someone has this emblem, they can enter freely. Here, pin it to your clothes. If you decide to help me, you should get in without any issues. When you do, find the captain. Brendan's his name. He'll tell you the rest.
Alright, let's
I
go.
have something to do first, but you should get some rest. Judging by the waves, the journey won't be pleasant. Set up a camp and get some sleep. Then we'll sail for the Horns of the South. Ah, and here, have some cobweb. Throw that into the fire and you'll be safe from the weirdness. Just in case I don't come back before nightfall.
Alright, setting up a bonfire. The fuck? Okay, Oh, okay. Oh, it's a little finicky, but oh, hi, Arthur. All right.
I should be gone. I should be gone. And yet, here we are. Whatever he tried, it must have failed.
No shit.
Something must have gone wrong. For him. For us, it was a stroke of luck.
Do you know what happened?
I felt him strike. For a moment, there was nothing. No weight, no voice, no self. Just silence. But then, you pulled me back, didn't you? Or have I never left?
This is freaky. So tell me, why does one of the Knights of the Round Table want to fucking kill you?
Hatred, yes. That much I understood. But why? What did I take from him that he would go so far? He speaks as if he knows me, as if he has seen something I have not. And yet, I reach for it, and there is nothing.
So you don't remember him being a Knight of the Round Table?
No. It seems that I should, but I don't. He knew me, spoke with certainty, with anger. But to me, he's a stranger. If he was a part of my past, then that past has been taken from me. I need to regain it.
Okay, so he doesn't remember the Knights of the Round Table. Got it.
I don't... Not much. That isn't right. I should remember. I should. All I know is that I left my kingdom strong, prosperous. It should have grown. It must have flourished in my absence.
Alright, so we're off to
It
steal
seems
Excalibur.
so. If Caradoc is hunting for more pieces of my soul, we should definitely claim them first. When we do, I should grow stronger. I should remember. I should be whole. Let's go then, young one. Let's not waste any more time. I left my kingdom strong. It should have only grown stronger in my absence.
You said that.
And if something threatens it now, then I will see it restored.
Level up. Alright, so what are these? Melee, max stamina, and armor. Health, encumbrance, and stamina. Attack speed, noise, invisibility, ranged. Spiritual spell power, max mana, mana regeneration. We might want to go with that. Practicality, crafting, and critting. And selling. Crit and sneaking. Okay. Yeah, let's go with spirituality then. I think spellcasting power would help, certainly. You have returned from the lurk. Welcome. Alright, so now we have King Arthur infesting our head, and apparently, but we don't know this yet, one of the Knights of the Round Table wants Arthur dead and wants us to help. I knew I fucking recognized Caradoc's name. Didn't miss much, it seems. No, not at all. One thing I'm wondering, though, if Owen bought this for me, am I still on the demo? Alright, how do I... Oh. Son of a bitch. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
For such a long time. I've dreamt of countless deaths. Yes, it's time to wake.
Ricky.
Me? Of course I'm human.
I'm sorry, but I don't take fashion advice from people wearing rags.
Karma, does this mean we're getting a house?
There was no clean path, no noble answer. Only the weight of reality pressing down on our necks. Something had to be done, or everything we fought for would have been in vain. Avalon will not save itself. The king will return.
Bloop. Jeez. Oh shit. All right, yeah. Oh, that was very copyrighted. Okay. Thank you for playing the demo. Our team has put tons of effort and passion into creating Tainted Grail, and we hope you enjoyed it. The full game will have 50 to 70 hours of branching content, full quests, memorable NPCs, items, perks, and tons of secrets to discover. We are aiming for a premiere in Q2. Stay tuned for launch. If you enjoyed this demo, we'd appreciate you spreading the word. See you in a bit. Alright. Well, I think altogether, I like a lot of the historical and mythological nods that they had in there. Didn't get a chance to cover them all, or some of even like the cool like etymological or literature references that I noticed. But after we do some of our other content that's currently in rotation, I'm actually looking forward to getting into this. So thank you again, Urban Hangman, for getting this for us. Trying to remember if I programmed this correctly. Yes! Yeah. So we'll continue nerding out on this later in the coming months. Depending on how quickly we finish Dragon Age Origins, we'll add it into the mix. But yeah. Other than some, like, extremely general medieval fantasy faux pas, I did quite enjoy it. I like the respect that they gave some of the myths and the original twist they put on them, especially for a more dark fantasy feel. I'm interested to see where it goes and why the fuck Caradoc wants Arthur dead. And I'm going to try and do my best to ignore the Scandinavian influences randomly thrown in there for no apparent reason. But yeah. And I'm interested to see how Merlin figures in all of this, with, like, the weirdness and everything. Because definitely Merlin's one of my favorites in the Arthurian romances, just because the sheer number of versions there are in him. Also, just a fun thing for those of you who made it this far, if you weren't aware already, Merlin, his name in Welsh, his original name was Merddin, where it takes a takes a shot every time we get a random Scandinavian thing in the game. Yeah, don't do that. You're not gonna get very many of them before your 3 sheets of the wind in a rowboat. But yeah, Geoffrey of Monmouth, a very famous Welsh chronicler, who lived in Oxford for a time as an archdeacon and chronicler. Um, he changed Merlin's name to Merlin for his Norman audience. Merle in Old French means like a blackbird, whereas Merlin would mean something along the lines of madmen, depending on which etymological origin you're reading. The reason why he changed it is Merdin sounded a lot like merde, and if you know French, you know what that means. So, that's one of the reasons why we call him Merlin now. Because, yeah, he didn't want the Normans to be saying shit all the time. It's quite funny. But, yeah. That's why we have Merlinus instead of Merdinus in Latin. Because that's actually one of the first things that we see Merlin in, to any meaningful degree other than Arthur stories, is the name changed to avoid shitpost glorious. Yeah, actually. I mean, especially when you consider a lot of French authors are responsible for the popularity of Arthurian legends. Funny how the Norman conquest happens, and a few centuries later we had a 100-year war, how times changed. Yeah. But, yeah, because a lot of, like, the Normans, they really liked Arthurian legends, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of historians like to say that Arthurian romances are like the Marvel Cinematic Universe of medieval literature, because everyone had a hand in it and changed everything the way they saw fit. Yeah, that's one of the funniest things in my opinion. So, I hope you enjoyed that. Definitely gotta get that in the mix. No, I'm a little behind on reading some of the Arthurian material myself. Because I know I haven't read Le Morte d'Arthur yet. I've only read some of Chrétien de Troyes. I mean, I have read Peredur's story in the Mabinogion. I've read The Green Knight. I actually have a couple of those next to me. But, yeah. Now I have an excuse to read them. So, you've watched Monty Python. And that's the thing, too, because Arthur's story remains popular to this day, both through its ties to Christianity, at least what later became ties to Christianity, and also just the stories of honor and duty and how that spoke to a lot of people back then. So, and then of course you get fun stuff like Mighty Python and the Holy Grail. Alright, well, I'm gonna get off of here, because I wasn't even expecting to stream this long. That was a really freaking long demo. Also, to be fair, I did go on a lot of rants. So I suppose it all evens out in the end. Alright, well, we're gonna go on to outro here. Actually, I want to see. It's New Year's Day. I don't know how many people are streaming. People I know at the very least. And no one I know personally, so I think I'm gonna go start cooking dinner. Alright, well, I will see you guys later. Thank you for stopping in, and I hope you enjoyed it. Should be back this weekend, if I remember correctly. Alright, and also, you'll get a reminder, but the 10th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is going to be the next episode of Afterfall. Unfortunately, it's going to be the last episode that DaneCon is going to be with us in Afterfall for a bit. had some family obligations, so we wish him well, but we are looking forward to his final contribution for the foreseeable future to Afterfall on the 10th. So, also Tarvel the Wombat is going to be coming in, if you know him from TikTok at all. Excellent guy, good friend of mine. Gonna be coming in playing a paladin, but shh, no more spoilers. So, oh god, the wyvern fight? Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, also, mowing the side is our lovely centaur druid. Centaur of attention. Alright. Well. But, more on that in the future. I would like to go start cooking dinner so I can eat at a reasonable time tonight. Bye!